Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in our Shadow of the Erdtree walkthrough. We are going to go to Roundtable Hold. We haven't been to Roundtable Hold for a bit. Now, since we no longer need runes, and we have 2 remembrances here, we're going to go ahead and get some good stuff. All right, so we can buy her gear. So if you want to be a spell sword, you got some new armor. And we're going to get from the Dancing Lion Remembrance, we're going to get Divine Beast Frost Stomp. It's like an upgraded Hoarfrost Stomp. And then neither of these are very attractive to us with our more physical build. We're never going to get to 72 intelligence, and we're never going to get to 16 intelligence even, unless we put on some gear that will boost our intelligence, but it's never going to get this high. But, you know, when all else fails, grab the weapon. So we're gonna get the weapon. If you are not a physical based character and you want to get the spell, go for it.
I see.
And we're gonna talk to these guys here. We haven't talked to them since the since we burned the Erdtree, and so they have some dialogue. So
I'd like to return.
they're just gonna talk about how they should escape because, or how Hewig should escape because he's no longer a prisoner now. The chain's gone, and you know, all that fun stuff. Let's go ahead and we're gonna upgrade Milady, and we're going to grab the I think we're gonna keep Impaling Thrust. Wing Stance is good, but you have to charge it in order for it to do really good damage, which would go really well with the Ranella talisman that we just got. But that is a very long time commitment in order to pull that off. So it's really not PvE oriented. Like in PvP you might be able to use that, but definitely in PvE, especially for boss fights, that's not gonna happen. Oh, we're out of some smithing stones. Okay, so we need a smithing stone 3. So let's go and make sure all of our smithing stones we have 12 of. And that way we can upgrade it. Come on. We need that one. And then we need 8. Okay, and so in case we want to upgrade something else, we can get 12. And we got plenty of these. go ahead and put some stuff away. We're gonna hold on to Bloodhound Fang for now. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and go back to the Castle Lord's Chamber. I thought I got this, Grace. We did? Okay. I just didn't get the next one. It's out here. So we're gonna go ahead and interact with the cross.
Hello again. Did you meet my companion? They're quite the congregation. Doubtless it'd have all come were it not for the work. Wondering about the true enough? Long ago, a cleanse. It's no wonder that aside, and in this regard, they were never saints. They just happened to put it still
Touch the cross. Touch the grace. Pick up the monk missive, and we'll go ahead and talk to Hornset.
For timing, my fellow. I found the site of a new. Mikola has said it. He says the truth of his is evident. Go to the machine that forsake. Go to the machine that forsake.
Okay. Let's go ahead and activate our rune. And we're gonna go ahead and head down towards the fog fort. Before we do that, we want to come up here. Got a couple of guys here. We'll test out our new weapon on it. The moveset's not bad. But we're going for a grace over here. From here, we're going to head back towards the troll. Oh, Lord. I don't know why that was on that and not that. That was kind of goofy. And by kind of goofy, I mean that was absolutely ridiculous. It's the dumb stuff that kills me. Come on now. Alright, I've about had enough of you, troll. All that for some smithing stone 8s. Eesh. So from here we're gonna come up and use our imbued stone sword key. And we're not gonna take the teleporter just yet. You know what? We might as well. Might as well. So we'll go ahead and take it. It's going to take us to the ancient ruins of Ra. This is the only way that you can get to this particular part of the ruins. Inside there's a divine bird warrior. We're going to go ahead and summon our mimic. Let him handle the bird warrior to start. And there's a couple of items we're going to come up here and grab. First of all, we want to grab the beast horn here. And then around the back, we're going to grab this trinket. I believe that's everything that's up here for us. There might be a couple other things, but if we go too far, we'll lose Mimic. And we want Mimic for this fight, so... Mimic, at any time, if you want to actually start doing damage, that'd be really great. Alright, so now that he's done, Mimic will go away. Right back there is where we got our trinket. We got mushrooms. looks like that's it. The most important thing was that trinket, which we got. So now we can go ahead and teleport back to the High Road Cross. And from there, we're just going to head west. Back down towards where the troll was. Troll's no longer there. I'm going to head south along the river. And we're going to drop. Did we drop in the wrong spot? We dropped in the wrong spot. That's lame. Okay. Mulligan. Let's put a high road cross. You want to drop on the right side of the waterfall. That's my bad. It's really late here and I'm actually really quite exhausted today. It has been a long one. Okay. So we want to go right here. And we want to pick up this. And we want to drop down here. And then we want to grab this. Straight sword for my sorcery boys. And then we're going to go back to... Actually, we're going to go here to Shadow Altus West. And from here we have some drop downs to do to get into the fog fort. So from the Grace, you're just going to head west and then you're going to drop and you're going to drop again. And you're going to turn to the east. You're gonna drop there and off you go. And now we're in the Fog Rift Fort. Now this first little bit here is a bit dangerous because there's a ton of fire pots. Now if you have some fire arrows or some fire pots, you can just do that. And you do kind of want to get rid of the fire stuff because we got to drop down into it. And we don't really want to mess with that, because they'll throw fire bombs at you. Ooh, buddy. Calm down. It's not that serious. Oh, blessed bone shard. Nice. We got a fire arrow. And more exploding barrels in here. And there's some more right there. And then there's this guy in here trying to ambush us. All right. Now, a lot of fire pots being thrown at us. Got an explosive barrel here. Now we don't have to fight him. And then we can just shoot these over there. And then we don't have to deal with those. It seems like they have infinite fire pots. All right, that works for me. There's this guy over here by some fire pots. We don't have our fire arrows equipped. Okay, well, he's still there. All right, there's nobody there, right? I don't know, we'll just shoot him just in case. There's nobody there. Yeah, these fire pots here that we can't hit. Those are the dudes that we knocked down. There's a little piece of loot right there. But getting that right now, that's a bit goofy. Especially with all these people throwing fire pots at us, and then we'd have to come back up here. Let's just deal with this first, and then we can go down there and get that. I don't think it's really anything super duper important. So it's definitely not a priority. But dealing with this guy here is. So we're going to go ahead and get our Mimic out. Heal up real quick. Do some buffs. And now we can go ahead and fight this guy. Alright, from there, we got our Black Steel Great Shield. It's gonna come over here. We got our Mesmer Shield. Nice, nice. Got our Somber Smithing Stone. We're gonna go inside here. Grab our Smithing Stone 7. Then we're gonna head around the back. We're gonna drop down here. We're gonna take this path up. And go. We're gonna go up the stairs. Yeah, up the ladder. Up this other ladder. And open our chest. The Arrow Soaring Sting Talisman. Now this combines both the Arrow Sting and the Soaring Arrow Talisman together. So if you're doing some sort of bow build, you now have access to that. We're gonna just jump across here. And then we want to drop. We're going to take a look at some stuff here first. We're going to go in from the back side here. So we're going to come back over here. And we're going to drop down. And you can take the ladder down and go in from the front. I would not suggest doing that. So instead, we're going to head around to the back. And Mimic's still with us, so that's helpful. Right here, we're gonna roll off onto those tents there. All right, and then from there, we're gonna pick up our loot here, which is what we're after. The Serpent Flail. And now, we can just go ahead and clean all these guys up. And they're not going to be able to use their little flame cannons against us. Which is what would have happened if we would have tried to come in from the front. They're all got their flame cannons pointed at us. They'd be shooting at us the whole time. It'd be a real pain. It's not impossible to deal with. We did it in Stormvale Keep. We did it in Castle Redmane. There's definitely ways to deal with that, but it is definitely a lot easier to not have to deal with it than to deal with it. So, you know, we'll just go in from the back and then we mitigate all of that nonsense. Now we'll just go ahead and pick up our loot. Got some Mesmer Fire Grease. It's like your regular fire grease, but more flamey. All right, and then that is, so we have another piece of loot over here. We do. That's it. All right, so from here we're gonna go back to, oh, do we go Shadow Altus West? I think we go Shadow Altus West. All right, and from here we're gonna sort of go up over here and then over here. Actually, we're gonna have to save that for the next episode. I did not realize that we were at our 30-minute mark. So we're gonna go ahead and leave that for our next episode, and I will see you all then.